Hi, I'm Casey with Keeping It YYC. Today I'm joined by Joe Reynolds of Sexy AF Alcohol-Free Spirits. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Casey. How are you doing?
I'm really good, thank you. I'll jump right into the questions, and I'll start by having you tell us a little bit about your business.
Absolutely. So Sexy AF Spirits, we're 100% alcohol-free company, and we create 4 different products: a Virgin, Campari, Triple Sexy, and Amaro. And each one of our products forms a flavor profile that you can create over 100 different mocktails with them. In addition, you can take any cocktail that you have and replace the alcohol with Sexy AF Spirits to make it a mocktail.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're also, our products are gluten-free, vegan, kosher, low in calories, carbs, there's no added sugar alternatives, and there is an abundance of health benefits to the botanicals that we use in our products.
Okay, so not only is it not negative for your health like most alcohols, it's actually better for you.
Absolutely. So our products actually hydrate you, whereas consuming alcohol makes you dehydrated. So that's one of the many benefits to Sexy AF Spirits.
That's awesome. It's an amazing concept. So my second question was, what did you guys have to do to adapt to this current environment?
So initially we were planning on launching middle of March, and when we did, COVID hit. So our plan was to go B2B, so business to business, and selling our products, and we had to pivot rapidly to go business to consumer. So we threw up a website, an online store, and started selling direct to consumer. And we did that in a couple of weeks, and we still officially haven't launched due to COVID, but we are up and running, and we have an online store. And it's just been very interesting to see the change in consumer habits as well due to COVID for people that aren't drinking or drinking less alcohol during this time.
Yeah, I could see people really wanting a product like this in this time, because I think a lot of people's alcohol consumption did increase at the beginning. So having an alternative to that where you can still enjoy the taste of like the actual cocktail.
Yeah, absolutely. And consumers, we're not anti-alcohol. It can be an in-between drink. We have lots of people that don't drink for health reasons or religious reasons, women that are pregnant. I have a lot of girlfriends that are drinking Sexy AF, and it's, for us, it's the whole making sure that you're socially included and you feel like part of the group, or a family event or a friends event, that when you are drinking, you don't have to drink alcohol.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the concept. I quit drinking one time for just, I think probably to see how long I could go without a drink, and ended up being about 2 months. But it would have been nice, because I still went out with my friends, it would have been nice to feel like I wasn't that awkward person holding a Red Bull, kind of people being like, what are you doing? Why are you here? Kind of.
Well, exactly. And that's the beauty with Sexy AF Spirits, is that you can just say, make my cocktail Sexy AF, and it'll be presented in a manner that looks exactly like a cocktail. And, there's no big red arrows pointing directly at it, or you having to explain yourself. You just kind of blend in with your friends in social settings with our products.
Beautiful. I like that. Make my cocktail Sexy AF. That's such a beautiful tagline. So then my next question for you is, what can people do to support their local businesses right now?
That's a great question. I feel like support local is so important, especially for us as a young company here in Calgary, spreading, word of mouth and buying locally as well. So, if you support, then, buy from local, and sharing on social media, telling your friends and family, and, just the more the merrier. The more we can get our name out there into the public, that's a huge support for us, and we really appreciate that.
Yeah, that word of mouth we've found is priceless, even for us. And we'll have a really good interview with somebody, and they'll be like, hey, have you ever heard of this company or this company or this company? And all of a sudden we've got all these messages from people that didn't know who we were before, and they're really interesting people. So yeah, word of mouth has been invaluable.
Yeah, 100%. And also if you're going into a grocery store, if you're going into a liquor store, we are in a liquor store right now. But if you're going to your local one and you don't see 6CF spirits on the shelf, ask for it, because I feel like as soon as there becomes more of a demand, then will gain more traction and interest in having it stocked in your local grocery store or local liquor store, as opposed to driving, to a different quadrant of the city, or trying to research and find out where we are at. But for sure, either online or ask for it, ask your friends, ask your family, and it like you said, it's priceless, that word of mouth advertising and marketing for us.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree, because I work at a bar, and I know if a customer says, do you have this? Because if you do, I definitely consume it X amount of days a week. We always bring it in.
Perfect. Exactly the point. Yeah.
Yeah. So my last question for you is, do you have any tips and tricks you can give to people in relation to your expertise?
I wouldn't say I'm an expert in the beverage world or industry, but I am a little bit of a serial entrepreneur throughout my whole life, starting small businesses here and there. 6CAF is probably one of the biggest ones I have started, and my advice would be is just to remain fluid in your decision-making process and make sure that you're adaptable when it comes to different scenarios. I mean, we could not have foreseen COVID happening in our business model and in our business plan. So if you can just remain open-minded and think outside the box when it comes to making decisions, and do whatever works for you and your business, because it may not always work for someone else's, but if you are aligned with your values and your brand and your mission, I feel that will definitely take you far with regards to your business.
Yeah, beautiful. That all is very great advice.
Thank you.
That's all the questions I had for you. We do kind of like that you end the interview by stating your name of your business, and ask everyone to keep it local, keep it YYC.
My name is Joanne Reynolds. I'm the founder and CEO of 6CAF Spirits, and keep it local, keep it YYC.